Home renovations can be costly, and a builder's quote can give you quite a fright. But there is a way to get your perfect home at a price you can afford. Whether it's creating a gorgeous garden from scratch, shopping around for the best kitchen bargains, 85% discount.
85%?
Yeah. Or building a loft extension for half the price. You can save yourself a fortune by doing a lot of the graft and the unattractive work.
Yep.
I'm on a mission to show Britain's homeowners how to save thousands of pounds on their build. But the bottom line is, if you want to save some money, then you've got to fix it yourself. I'm off to see 46-year-old civil servant Lorraine Smith. 6 months ago, she bought her first house, but it's in such a state, Lorraine and her son Paul haven't been able to move in yet, so they're having to stay with her partner Ken.
I've put everything I can into buying this home. From the moment I walked in the door, things started going downhill. I've had plaster falling off the wall, boilers packing up, electrics blowing. To name but a few things. I'm paying a mortgage on this place, but I can't actually live here yet. So I really want Tommy to come and show me what I can do to turn this shell that I've got into a beautiful home for me and Paul, and just make my dream come true. I've waited years for something like this.
It's time to see if I can help turn Lorraine's house into a home.
Tommy!
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Come in.
Thank you. And you must be Ken?
Yes, I am.
And what have you got in mind for me today, huh?
Oh, there's a lot.
A big job, I bet.
What I need, and I'm hoping you'll really help me here, is I need to gut my kitchen. It's all old-fashioned and everything. And I want to make it more open plan, because I'd like to make it a kitchen diner.
So take this wall out, effectively?
Yeah.
And I presume you want to build a wall across here? Is there anything else?
I've got downstairs toilet. It's sort of, I don't like going in there.
Bit dark and dingy.
It's really horrible.
And you're going to need to do a bit of plastering work on all by the look of it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Oh, yeah, regarding the kitchen, there's a boiler that's well past its sell-by date, needs replacing.
Sorry, Ken, that's not regarding the kitchen. A boiler ain't part of the kitchen.
No, but that's where it's situated.
Right, well, that's a separate issue, the boiler. Yeah. And also, we've got to talk about money. What sort of budget have you got?
Next to nothing.
I've heard that one before. Yeah. Have you had any prices?
Yeah. I got a few quotes in, and this is what I've come up with.
You've done a rough total of, what, just under 11,000?
Yeah. The problem is, my budget is only 5.
Right, so you want £11,000 worth of work done for £5,000. This is going to be tight. 11 grand seems quite reasonable, but Lorraine's got less than half of that. The only chance she's got of getting her dream home is by doing the work herself, with the help of her friends and family. Originally, she was quoted £540 for flooring, and already I can see a saving. You could lay this yourself. So that means you're £290 saving there, yeah? And if she does the decorating herself, that's more money saved. Now, let's have a look at the next one. Now, the labour, well, there ain't none, so that could be £590 saving there. Lorraine's been quoted a massive £3,500 to buy and install a new kitchen. And I'm going to show her how to fit it herself and shop around for deals. And talking of deals, that boiler quote's pretty steep. I'm sure we can get that down. For replacing the boiler, that's very expensive. They're at least £1,150 overpriced, so there's a saving of £1,150 there. Before we get started on any of that, there's one big cost I need to take a closer look at. Over here. Now, this wall may be structural, may not. It may just be a partition, so we have to find that out first. And if we find that out, then, of course, we'll know whether or not you're going to have to put RSJs in and make a major structural change. Unless, of course, you want to sort of bring the bedroom down here into the kitchen.
Breakfast in bed.
Yeah, sort of the wrong way to do it, right? Lorraine might be laughing now, But if she needs to fit an RSJ, it will put extra strain on the budget. One way of making big savings is hunting down good deals on materials. And Lorraine's already made a start by buying her kitchen fittings at knockdown prices. You've even got a kitchen sink in here. This is right at Aladdin's cave, isn't it?
Well, I like, you know, when money's tight, you have to try to save what you can. So when I see bargains that I think, I could do that, I get them.
Ah, that's not quite so clever. That's a bit like putting the cart in front of the horse, really. Buying kitchen units without a plan or design is asking for trouble. All these bits and pieces might not fit together to create the kitchen Lorraine's hoping for. Even the loft's full. You've been burgled and someone's put loads of stuff up here for you. You've been burgled in reverse. We need to stop all this spending and start saving. The first job is to strip out the kitchen, instantly saving 200 quid in labour costs. When you're doing demolitions and you're unpicking, a lot of people come with a big hammer and smash it out, but that's not how you do it.
No, that's how I'd probably do it.
No, that's the wrong way to do it. Well, you unpick it the way it went in. So the last thing that went in was the first thing you take out.
Right.
Now, on a kitchen, the last thing to fit would be the units.
Yep.
You take them out, take all the top units down, and then you start on the bottom units.
OK, let's get on.
Many hands make light work, so it's time for Lorraine's son Paul to flex his muscles and help clear out the kitchen. Now, this is the serious time now. This is when we start to get busy. I'm going to show you how to actually take these units out using a cordless.
That's simple enough, isn't it?
That's simple enough. Now, do you want me to take this down, or have you seen enough now?
No, I think we should be able to do it.
Yeah? All right?
Yeah.
I hope so, because taking out the units ain't the only job I want done before I come back to check up on them. Okay. Number 1, the boiler quote. Number 2, strip out the kitchen floor. Number 3, take off the kitchen door, the arcs and the frame. Okay. Yeah. Number 4, take off all the kitchen tiles on the wall. Yeah. Number 5, strip out the kitchen units. And number 6, make a decision on the wall. Lorraine needs to call in the building inspector to find out if the kitchen wall earmarked for demolition is load-bearing. Well, I'm going to leave you to take this out, but I have left you with a little treat outside.
Oh, right.
I don't want you looking at it until you've stripped this lot.
Yeah, thanks, Tommy.
All right, I'll see you soon. Good luck.
Bye-bye.
The only chance Lorraine's got of bringing this building on her budget is if her family work as a team.
Let's see if we can do what Tommy did. I mean, what he did... Oh, that's not a very good start, is it?
Mum, shouldn't you be doing that?
No, I'm just supervising at the minute.
That's a good start.
Coming up, Lorraine starts work on her kitchen.
Stop!
But reality sinks in.
Right now, I'm wondering, have I done the right thing?
And Lorraine's still got a lot to learn. Never turned the wall on, did you? Civil servant Lorraine Smith is desperate to move into her first home.
I'm paying a mortgage on this place, but I can't actually live here yet.
She set her heart on creating a kitchen diner. This means knocking down an existing wall, building a new partition, replacing the ancient boiler and fitting a modern kitchen. And if that wasn't enough, she wants to revamp her downstairs loo as well.
I don't like going in there.
Bit dark and dingy.
The problem is, she's only got £5,000. Less than half the builder's quote. Right, so you want £11,000 worth of work done for £5,000. With my help, Lorraine's learning how to fix it herself. With her partner Ken and her son Paul.
I'm boss lady.
All right.
You're my 2 lackeys.
Oh, yeah.
All they've got to do is remove all traces of the old kitchen, carefully chip away the tiles without damaging the wall, and take off the old door frame between the kitchen and the sitting room. I've already shown Lorraine and the family how to strip out the kitchen, and if they do it right, they'll save £200 in labour costs. But while they're making progress, it's not going as well as I hoped for.
Paul's giving it some welly, but he's also taking the plaster off the wall. Steady! Stop! Stop! Just careful.
Yeah, I know.
Me and Ken are both my mum's 2 helpers. We aren't exactly going to be the best help to her.
Ken?
What was that?
You just bashed it up
No, I
against the
didn't.
wall. You did.
Oh!
While Paul can't seem to get the tiles off without bringing half the wall down, Ken's limited DIY abilities means he's even struggling to take the fridge out in one piece.
Paul, get off the way.
Oh, the door just whacked me on the knee.
We've got Mr. DIY is Tommy Walsh. Ken is Mr. Disastrous DIY. You've unscrewed that before you've undone those.
My DIY skills are not very good at all, unfortunately.
You got his finger.
I haven't got a great relationship with super glue. I've had instances where I've stuck myself to taps, to a toilet, to a lawnmower and to a fridge. So they've been jobs that didn't go completely right.
It just goes from bad to worse when they attempt to tackle the door frame.
Stop! Now be told. You two are just cracking away.
Keep me out of it.
Right? Motivating them is my biggest job at the moment, but they're trying their best. Leave the door frame for now and we'll do the floor, all right?
Lorraine's laminate flooring is made up of planks glued together, and as they're not stuck directly to the floor, it's just a simple matter of pulling them up.
Been a long day, hard day, a destructive day, shall we say. The way things are looking, the devastation there. Right now, I'm wondering, have I done the right thing?
The true extent of the project is beginning to sink in for Lorraine, but she's got to remember, every job she takes on should save her money. The next task is to knock through the old kitchen wall to create a spacious room for a kitchen diner. I think it's a load-bearing wall, so Lorraine's got a building inspector in to check.
Is your joist. It is load-bearing, and you need to put some adequate support in there.
Okay. In order to remove this,
Yep.
I've got to have an RSJ.
Yeah.
It's not good news. If Lorraine wants an open plan space, she's got no choice but to install an RSJ, which could cost her 350 quid.
Hello.
But I've got a plan to cut this cost.
I'm after an RSJ.
If Lorraine phones round a few scrap dealers, she should be able to track down a second-hand RSJ. It don't matter if she can't find one that's an exact fit, we can always cut it down to length.
£39.90 plus VAT, and then delivery charge is £15, is it? Lovely, thank you very much. Bye now.
That's it, Lorraine. You're learning how to make this budget stretch, and yours truly will even pick up the RSJ, saving you the 15 quid delivery charge. But before we fit it, I need to see where they are with stripping out the kitchen. Did you get all the kitchen out?
Well, I hope that we've done what you suggested, but we did have some problem here.
Right, but you've kept the kitchen sinking.
That's the problem.
Right.
Because I know how to take a kitchen sink out, roughly, but not when the water's still gushing out.
Not a good move,
No.
that is. At least everything else has been done. What we need to do next is much more complex, and I can see I'm going to have to supervise them carefully. This lintel here, which straddles this opening here, we're going to sort of recreate that, but further up and wider.
Right, okay.
Are you feeling confident?
Yeah? Well, so.
Of course, now the ante's up a little bit because the game is getting tougher. It's not just stripping out. Now, in actual fact, this is structural work. This is into the territory of proper builder's work. The major job today is demolition of the kitchen wall. Then we can install the RSJ, instantly saving £200 in labour costs. But first, it's a good idea to give that second-hand joist a coat of rust-proof paint.
I'm site
Mind
manager.
your fingers. The perfect job for Ken and Paul. And we just sand it down like that all over.
Yep.
Yeah.
With a wire brush, and then dust it off, and then hit it with a coat of paint, and it'll be like new.
Yeah.
While the boys are getting on with the paint job on the RSJ, I can start preparing for the fitting. These are what is known as acro props, and they'll hold up the ceiling and the wall above while we take the wall out below. Acros are essential for a job like this. I bought my own, but they usually cost around £10 a day to hire. And we've got to wind it up together.
Which way's going up? Left.
No. Wind it round that way.
Right.
No, that's
right
it.
is tight.
All right.
Protective gloves and glasses are a must for this job. And as this wall has live cabling running through it, I've turned off the electricity supply. Right, here we go. The best bit of kit to cut through walls is an angle grinder. They usually cost around £30 a day to hire, but take a bit of practice and skill to master. Hook the grinder up to a water supply so you get a spray at the cutting head. This keeps down the dust. All Lorraine's got to do is turn the tap on. Never turned the wall on, did you? Can't get a start, you know. Well, that just shows you what it could be like.
Yeah.
I mean, we're only on for a couple of minutes without the water. So when you're ready, you ready?
Yeah. Wow.
Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? And the difference,
brilliant.
The difference for that was the fact that we had a trickle of water running through the car.
That's wicked.
With a guideline cut through the wall, we can now get on with the demolition. Do you want to have a little swing with a hammer? Another Tommy tip is always try and be above what you're cutting rather than below.
Yeah.
And there's less chance of it hurting you. Go on, keep going, you go. Go on, whoa. God, I wouldn't like to get on the wrong end of a right-hander from you. Knocking down that wall only took a couple of hours, and it seems to have given Lorraine a boost.
With Tommy assisting me, or should I say right now I'm assisting Tommy, or actually I'm just watching Tommy at the moment, that's more like it. It gives me the confidence, because he's explained something, I've got an understanding of what's going on to a level where I'm satisfied that I can knock this bit down and not think I'm knocking the whole of my house down.
I'm just having a wee refreshment while I think about the next stage, which is put the steel in position. I can take a measurement and then cut the RSJ to suit the opening. And then I put it in place, acro it up in the air so it's tight onto the joist. And then I'm going to cut up that old lintel that was in there, cut that into two and make the padstone, which will go under the RSJ, and that will spread the load. Right, that's it, guys. That's me done for the day.
Thank you ever so much for that. That's brilliant.
Another day, another dollar. It's been a long day. And hopefully, I managed to save Lorraine lots and lots of dollars.
What's really fantastic is that job has cost me in the region of £50, which is only 1% of my tiny 5k budget.
Lorraine was originally quoted £360 for today's work, so she's just saved £60 by knocking down the wall, £240 by sourcing and fitting a second-hand RSJ, and gutting the old kitchen saved £200.
I'm so impressed with that. I'm amazed.
Lorraine's starting to see the benefits on her pocket of fixing it herself. Now we've got the demolition out the way, we're moving on to the construction stage of the build, and it's time for a lesson in how to put in a partition wall. Today's a day for Lorraine. I'm going to teach her some intricate, delicate work, and hopefully she'll be able to do it herself from then. Before we get cracking on the stud wall, those acros need to come down.
Today, Paul's going to be helping me and Tommy. Unfortunately, Ken's had to go to work, which might be a bit of a blessing, really.
It certainly could, knowing Ken's track record.
Ken, what have you done now?
But I think Lorraine and Paul should have no trouble putting in a stud wall. Aha! The accurate lines. The most important thing is obviously putting it in the right place. So what we call the setting out.
Yeah.
Now, the simplest way is to actually draw on the wall and the floor in actual size what you're going to build.
Okay, yeah.
Choose one. Once we've drawn out where the wall's going, the next stage is cutting the 4x2s to size and laying them out in position. Then screw and nail the whole lot together to create the structure of the wall. Ah, yes. Perfect. The next thing to do is the noggins, okay? Now, the reason we put noggins in, they stiffen up the whole structure. Noggins are small pieces of wood that we need to strengthen the main frame. Oh! Lorraine and Paul's DIY skills are coming on, which is just as well, because I'm leaving them a long list of jobs to finish before I come back. Now, you've got to hang the doors or you get them hung. You might want to get someone in for that.
Yeah.
Now, the plasterboard you can do, right? Pack the insulation quilt and then put the board on. Now, you've got to prepare the plaster. There's any flaky bits, cut it out carefully and then clean it all up so that wherever the plaster is going to go, all he's got to do is come here and plaster. Then you've got the boiler done, right? The kitchen layout and then the skirtings and the decor.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, and I'll see you again soon.
Yeah, take care. Bye. Tommy's left us one heck of a list here. Prior to his visit today, I would have looked at this list and thought, no way could we do any of this. But having been working with him today, we can do a lot of that, can't we?
Yeah.
And we're confident about it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think they'll get through the list. They'll need help with certain things like the boiler and hanging the doors, but I think most of the rest of it they'll be able to get on themselves, and just think of all that money they'll save. Hey. But Lorraine's only going to save money if her labour force is up to the job. Coming up, Lorraine has to make some tough decisions about her workforce if she's ever going to get the work done in time.
Regards actually doing the work, I think it's probably just to sack him now and crack on my own.
And I help her save a fortune on a new kitchen. Have a good look round and pick out what you want, because there's an 85% discount.
85%?
Yeah.
Oh, you're joking. Careful.
Lorraine Smith has big plans for her first ever home. She wants a new open-plan kitchen diner and to revamp her downstairs loo, but she doesn't have the budget to call in the builders. So I've been teaching her some tricks of the trade, so she can fix it herself and get what she wants for just £5,000. Square, and that shows you that this is square.
Yeah.
Over the past 3 weeks, she stripped out the old kitchen, we've knocked down a wall, installed an RSJ, and put up a new partition wall. Oh! Lorraine will need to call in the professionals for the electrics and plumbing. A week on, and it looks like Lorraine and her family have really stepped up to the plate.
We've plasterboarded and we've put insulation in. We've packed the wall with insulation on the stud partitioning. I can now put the last bit of plasterboarding up, ready for skimming.
But as the building work is becoming more complex, Lorraine's had to make some difficult decisions about her workforce.
I've sacked Ken, I have to say that.
You, stand there!
He's not as quick as I'd like him to be, so it's all cost related. Ken is a lovely man and he is supporting me, but regards actually doing the work, I think it's probably just to sack him now and crack on my own with the other help I've got.
While getting rid of Ken may help Lorraine's sanity, she can't manage this build on her own and has called in the favours.
I've got my nephew Mark helping out today, so he's learning a bit as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
Chris, who's my neighbour, my second mother, she's helping out.
But it's her son Paul who's really surprised Lorraine. He's plasterboarding the stud wall and is no longer a hapless DIYer.
I'm just so proud of him at the moment.
Yeah,
He's really sort of rising to the challenges,
can you mark
which is brilliant.
here?
I think he's learned a lot from Tommy.
There's still a lot to do, Lorraine needs to sort out the crumbling walls by sanding and sealing them before the plasterer arrives. This prep work should put a serious dent in the plasterer's bill.
By doing the prep work for him, it just means he can come in and crack on with the bits that obviously I can't do. Hopefully it's going to halve my bill for me.
All these money-saving jobs are starting to add up, but there's one thing I need to come back and sort out. Lorraine's spare room is full of bargain kitchen units she bought at knockdown prices, thinking they'd save her money. The problem is, though, she didn't have an overall plan for her kitchen design, and now she's struggling with how they're going to fit. But I've got a few ideas to help her.
Hello, Tommy.
Oh, a nice collection of kitchen designs there. You know, there are some golden rules about kitchen fitting. There's one called the golden triangle. So we go sink there. The golden triangle sets out the sink, cooker and fridge at 3 equal points and allows for some worktop between them. That would what we would say would be the official perfect kitchen. Nice. Now, there's another golden rule. You have appliance, then you have unit, appliance, unit. You try to avoid having 2 appliances together. And you always keep the fridge as far away from the cooker as possible within reason, because obviously one being running on a cold thermostat and one, if it gets hot with a cooker, it really messes up the fridge, yeah. Okay?
Okay.
So what I want to do is I want to take you somewhere and show you some kitchen designs. I'm taking Lorraine to a kitchen supplier where builders like me can get a trade discount. So it's always worth staying on the good side of your builder, because sometimes they can get you the deals that no one else can. We've brought along the bargain kitchen doors Lorraine already purchased to see if we can find some units to fit them. No.
Oh.
But it's not to be. Now that's the problem with getting the doors before you have the kitchen planned. You're going to have to buy carcasses to match the doors. Will mean that it'll probably end up costing more than it will for a planned kitchen from here.
Right.
Now I think we go on and have a look at a few more, and then you can tell me what you like and what you don't like.
Right.
Right, now this kitchen's quite a popular choice, this one. It's a light wood veneer. It's a standard unit, but in order to make these doors flush with it, they've got these end panels, bottom panels, top panels, and they're quite chunky. They give it that chunky effect. This is the country kitchen style. This is what is known as a Belfast sink, which is a very deep sink. You can get buckets and everything, so they're very practical for working in.
Yeah.
Okay. You like that?
No.
Right.
No, I don't like that. I like it light and more modern and just very plain.
OK, it's time to call in the cavalry. What she needs is a good kitchen designer to help her, and I happen to know the chap. Andy's drawn out Lorraine's kitchen on the computer so that we can look at the plans in 3D.
Oh, I like that.
So that's looking from your lounge.
So good use of the space, what do you think?
That's lovely, I love it.
Lorraine's going for the simple white kitchen units, and she's just saved herself £1,000 by getting them at trade price. Now, as a special Tommy treat, and I'm going to claim the credit for this. Sorry, Andy, but I am. This showroom is about to be stripped out and replaced. So have a good look round and pick out what you want, because there's an 85% discount.
85%?
Yeah.
Oh, you're joking?
No. On top of the savings for the units, I've also managed to get Lorraine a massive discount on the appliances she wants, because they want to get rid of some old stock. She's buying an oven, hob and hood for 115 quid, normally retailing at just under 600. There are many trade outlets all over the UK, so it's always worth trying to get a deal. Well, I know it may not be an all singing and all dancing type of kitchen, but from a practical point of view, I think it really works. And most importantly, I think she may well be able to afford it. The last few weeks have taken their toll on Lorraine, as she's experienced the highs and lows of her build, from a joy at the price of her cheap kitchen to the reality of having to sack Ken, all the while tackling major building jobs under my guidance.
There's a lot to take in, but he has simplified it to a point where I get it. And I'm just, feel quite emotional. I feel really emotional about things at the minute because my dream is coming nearer and I'm happy. I'm excited, happy, tearful. There's a whole host of emotions going through me and I'm tired, but it's so worth it.
Lorraine's beginning to see what's possible with a little bit of help and a lot of determination. Now we've completed all the construction, we're moving into the fitting out stage of the project. Today I'm helping fit Lorraine's kitchen. We're actually going to be installing the kitchen units. Now it's crucial that she listens to my advice and my information. If she wants to achieve her dream kitchen, this is make or break time. It's been 2 weeks since I was last here, and even I'm surprised by the transformation. Lorraine found a low-cost trainee plasterer to finish off the walls, and by prepping them herself, she saved a total of £240. A friend helped to hang the doors, reducing her bill by £100. By building the stud wall, she made another saving of nearly 300 quid. And that whopping saving of £1,500 on a new kitchen means she's well on target to meeting her £5 budget. Did you do the boxing in?
Yeah.
Looks terrific. It's really come on. I'm very proud of you, actually. And who are these two lads?
Oh, this is my nephew Mark.
Hello, Mark. How are you? Mind the hand.
And Mark's friend Will.
Hiya, Will. I've sprained my wrist playing a charity football match. So luckily for me, the boys are here today to help with any heavy lifting. OK. Well, first thing we need to do is get the two boys here can get all this stuff out of the kitchen and then we'll put a datum line round. Come and chop, chop. Now, first of all, the datum line. So we're going to measure up a metre. We need to draw a truly horizontal line around the walls of a spirit level. This gives us a datum line which becomes our reference point for all of our kitchen measurements. Because the floor might be wrong and the ceiling might be wrong, but if we take this level line all the way round and then everything measures off that, then it has to be level.
Yes.
Well done, boys. Just pop that one in there. Lovely. If you can see, now that line there's about 2 or 3 mil.
Yeah.
And the same line down here, there's about 6-7 mil. So the floor is running down this way.
Okay.
So with the adjustable legs, we adjust them all to bring them up to the line, and then that should make them all level. It's crucial that these lines are plumb or truly vertical and horizontal, because if you get it wrong, you'll end up with a wonky kitchen. So you know that when you sit the top on,
It's going to be
supported all the way around.
Yeah.
A clever trick to join the two units together neatly is to hide the screws behind where the door hinges will go. Using a clamp them together, then screw it together, and then put the bracket back over it. No one sees the fixing, it's invisible. And then you get all these units to join together without any visible fixings.
That's clever. I like that.
Yes, one of my better days.
Yeah.
Oh, well done, boys. That's it, that'll do. Now, I'm going to show Lorraine how to fit the corner unit. It's vital that we get our two brackets level. Slide it just down and fingers crossed. Whoop! Oh, that's fine. Oh, look at that. It's Lorraine's turn to have a bash. Not too much adjustment. That's it. Now see how it's gone level with the other one?
Lovely.
Right. Good. She's been a good student so far. The question is, has it all sunk in? Right, now do you think that's all clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I come back here the next time, I don't expect to still find you in the corner hanging on to this game. Now what did he say? Whew. Lorraine's had to soak up quite a lot of information today. I hope she remembers it all. But the two things she should remember if she wants to be successful at DIY is vertical and horizontal lines. They must be plumb. As long as she remembers that, she can't fail. Even though there's light at the end of the tunnel, Lorraine's got to fit the rest of her kitchen. And she still hasn't made a start on remodelling her downstairs loo.
I want to be able to show Tommy that I have learned a lot since I first met him and that everything he said hasn't fallen on deaf ears. So hopefully he'd be very proud of me if I can achieve this. Yep, doable.
Coming up,
Hello, Tommy.
after months of hard graft, Lorraine reveals her dream diner.
Hey, well, this is fantastic, isn't it?
Lorraine Smith was desperate to turn her house into the home she'd always dreamed of, but with a tiny £5 budget, it seemed an impossible task. Over the last few months, she's learnt that by fixing it herself, she can make massive savings, from knocking down a wall and building a new partition to fitting her brand new kitchen. Then you get all these units to join together without any visible fixings.
That's clever.
But she's still got loads to do. All the finishing touches in her kitchen, change her downstairs loo, and redecorate the whole area. The longer it takes Lorraine to finish the project, the more money she's spending on a mortgage for a home she can't live in.
I'm just looking at mounting costs at the minute here, and it scares me. I look at my figures and I think, eek, what am I going to do?
Today, Lorraine's had to fork out for a plumber to finish off the pipework in her kitchen and loo, as this is a job she doesn't feel up to tackling on her own.
So that's fine. So we're in line to where we want to be.
I've got Dave the plumber helping me today. He's going to show me how to plumb in my kitchen sink, my downstairs loo and my wash basin.
Not too hot, not too cold, just about there.
By assisting him, Lorraine saved herself some dough.
Take the heat away. She's helped me along, which has speeded up the job. I haven't had to employ anybody else today, hence saving her at least £50 to £100.
Lorraine's being smart by reducing her labour costs, but she's also saved money on her largest expenditure.
Joy of joys, I've had the boiler moved. Yeah, got a new boiler. So it's now in the cupboard, out the way.
By shopping around, she slashed an incredible £964 off her original quote for the boiler. Now she's determined to get a discount on all the other materials she needs, like her flooring.
It's anti-allergy, stain resistant, that's important. Yeah. When you've got a Ken and a Paul around. What can you do for me? Anything?
We could probably get it at a push, and this is a real big push, down to £225.
You're a really nice top man.
Thank you very much, Lorraine.
Thank you.
After a successful shopping trip, Lorraine's got to crack on with the cloakroom, but she's got a problem. Paul's got a new job, so she's been forced to bring back DIY disaster Ken to help.
After being sacked, I've now been reinstated, but I don't know how long I'll be lasting for. I could be sacked again within the day, but we'll see how it goes.
What we're going to do is box in my cistern.
Yeah.
All right.
They're cutting wood to build a frame to box in the downstairs loo. She's remembered everything I taught her about the partition wall.
I'm using the principle of what he showed me there to build my little framework in the downstairs loo. So I've got everything marked up on the wall and lined out, and I know where everything's got to go.
Yeah.
No. Ken.
Yeah, I'm on it. Yeah, you ready?
No. It's pitiful. That's almost 45 degrees. To be fair to him, he's trying hard, and I do appreciate any help I can get.
Can't moan about that one. That's absolutely perfect.
He's right, you know, I can't.
While Ken's busy in the loo measuring up, Lorraine's starting to think about the finishing touches.
I'm really getting excited. I can see it's not going to be long before I'm actually in here enjoying my home, as opposed to working on it all the time.
Like clips on the end there.
Yeah, it's been a lot of hard work, a lot of heartache along the way, a lot of learning, but I'm getting there.
What do you think about that then?
Rock on, Tommy. Rock on.
That's quite close to being straight, isn't it?
It's all hands on deck now to get the build finished.
I've still got a lot to do. I am desperately worried because pressure's really on me now to get all of this done. If I had my blood pressure taken, it'd probably be through the roof.
Even Paul's back for some late night graft.
Listen to me, that's a new floor.
I'm not cutting it.
Naff enough stuff, is it? I used to sweep up. And don't tell me I can fly away on it either.
I'll have to get you on stage with any comments.
Now, I'm returning today to see that if, on a limited budget and timescale, she's been able to turn her house into the home of her dreams. Lorraine couldn't move into her house because it was in such a state. The kitchen, dining room and loo all needed work. But 3 months on, I'm hoping it's now her dream home.
Hello, Tommy.
Darling, good to see you. And I can't wait to see it. Hey. Wow, this is fantastic, isn't it, huh? It bears no resemblance whatsoever to the first time I came. When I first saw this space, it was an empty shell with plaster falling off the walls. Lorraine has put the living back into the living room. You should be very proud of yourselves.
Well, I am.
Well, have you not converted Ken into a builder then?
No, it's rubbish.
By knocking down the old wall and building a new partition, this space has been transformed into a sophisticated and open dining area. This is stunning. First class. The old-fashioned dark kitchen has been replaced with something modern, sleek and functional. All the units were stripped out and the kitchen was completely redesigned with new worktops and appliances.
Whereas before I felt like I was in a cubby hole. Now I feel that when Ken's in the kitchen, when I let him in there cooking dinners, I could be sitting here having my vodka and lemonade.
Now, there was one other thing. You had a problematic loo. Did you ever resolve that?
Yeah, I did, actually.
Lorraine didn't want to use her downstairs loo because it was dark and dingy, but she's worked hard to turn it into a coveted cloakroom. I think you should be applauded for what you've achieved. For somebody who didn't know anything, I think this is a fantastic result. And you've managed to create this dream space that you've always wanted at a budget that you can afford. Lorraine was quoted almost £11,000 to fit a new kitchen diner and revamp her downstairs loo. By learning to fix it herself, she saved over £600 in labour on her partition wall, her plastering and her downstairs loo. By shopping around, she saved herself a massive £3 grand on her kitchen, £1 grand on her boiler and nearly 200 quid on her flooring. Materials and fittings cost her just over 700 quid and her electrics bill came in at £750. Lorraine spent a total of £6,137 on her build, £1 grand over her budget, but she got much more than she hoped for.
By doing it myself, I've saved shed load and I'm really thrilled.
Well, I'm very impressed by what Lorraine's achieved. She's an example to us all. It just goes to show you what you can achieve if you put yourself out. Shop around for bargains, do a lot of hard work yourself, and you can achieve the dream home just like Lorraine.
Lorraine's worked so hard to have the house for her dreams, and she's really put so much effort into it, so we're very proud of her.
She's tried to get it as perfect as she can, and I reckon she's done it.
This is a lovely, lovely home now, and I'm so proud of it. And I'm so overwhelmed by my own work. It's like walking in to somebody else's house at the moment, but I know it's mine.